Chapter 13 Innovation, Inclusivity and Inspiring Change 20 MCQs from Class 8 Subject Arts Book Kriti. 1. What helps a dancer create and innovate more effectively? Answer B. Explanation. The chapter says that the more knowledge and depth one has of dance traditions, the more one can create and innovate. 2. Which of the following is mentioned as a source of movement inspiration? Answer C. Explanation. The chapter says movements like the flutter of birds, quivering of leaves, sweeping of a broom, and picking tea leaves can inspire dance. 3. What is a step ahead in innovation in dance? Answer B. Explanation. The chapter clearly states that inclusion of other allied forms in dance like martial arts is a step ahead in innovation. 4. Kalari Payattu is a martial art form. Answer C. Explanation. The chapter mentions Kalari Payattu as a practice of Kerala. 5. Thang Ta means. Answer B. Explanation. The chapter defines Thang Ta as the art of sword and spear. 6. Thang Ta belongs to. Answer B. Explanation. The chapter states that Thang Ta is a martial arts practice from Manipur. 7. Chandralekha was a pioneer in combining Bharatnatyam with. Answer B. Explanation. The chapter says Chandralekha amalgamated Kalari Payattu and yoga with Bharatnatyam in her choreographies. 8. Which artist was one of the senior most students of Uday Shankar? Answer C. Explanation. Narendra Sharma is described in the chapter as one of the senior most students of Uday Shankar. 9. Which of the following is a work of Narendra Sharma? Answer B. Explanation. The chapter lists Kamayani among Narendra Sharma's notable productions. 10. Kumudini Lakhia is famous mainly as a. Answer B. Explanation. The chapter identifies Kumudini Lakhia as a famous Kathak dancer and choreographer. 11. Kumudini Lakhia revolutionized Kathak by introducing. Answer B. Explanation. The chapter says she changed the traditional solo format of Kathak by introducing group choreography and contemporary themes. 12. What was Kumudini Lakhia's first groundbreaking choreography? Answer C. Explanation. The chapter states that her first groundbreaking choreography was Atha Kim. 13. Which Chandralekha production was based on yoga and breath in dance? Answer B. Explanation. The chapter clearly says Prana was based on yoga and breath in dance. 14. Which dance drama is associated with Acharya Parvati Kumar? Answer A. Explanation. Discovery of India is one of the dance dramas mentioned under Acharya Parvati Kumar. 15. Activity 3.2 asks students to create dance on a socially relevant issue like. Answer B. Explanation. The activity specifically mentions environment, cleanliness, and climate change as themes. 16. Inclusivity in dance means. Answer C. Explanation. The chapter says inclusivity in dance means making dance accessible to all, including differently abled people, and bringing people together. 17. According to the chapter, dance is also beyond. Answer C. Explanation. The chapter clearly states dance is also beyond gender. 18. On 26 January 2025, over how many folk and tribal artists performed together on Kartavya Path? Answer D. Explanation. The chapter mentions that over 5,000 folk and tribal artists performed together, setting a Guinness World Record. 19. Kebul Lamjao focused on the conservation of the. Answer C. Explanation. The chapter states that Kebul Lamjao showed the conservation of the Sangai deer. 20. Activity 13.5 encourages students to research. Answer B. Explanation. The chapter asks students to conduct research on the transgender artist performing dance and present it in a journal.